to Kennesaw State University.
Governor-elect Brian Kemp today asked Republicans and Democrats to move on from a heated election and work together to improve Georgia. Governor-elect Kemp's request came during his first speech directly to the lawmakers at the Biennial Institute in Athens. The event is an education and networking conference held every 2 years for state leaders. Joe Hankey was in Athens today. Joe, how did lawmakers react to the governor-elect's remarks?
Well, Jeff, his remarks marked a clear shift from the divisive language of both candidates during the governor's race. Governor-elect Brian Kemp, of course, received applause from everyone in attendance at the beginning and end of his speech, but it was the applause in the middle which marked the high point of Kemp's comments as he asked everyone to come together in the upcoming legislative session.
I know that we were all not on the same team in the primary, the runoff, or even the general election. But the campaign is over, and it's time to put politics behind us. It's time to shed the labels and work together.
In a room full of lawmakers and other state leaders, Governor-elect Brian Kemp discussed his plans for Georgia and the issues he wants everyone tackling together in the upcoming legislative session, beginning with the economy.
And I want to thank Governors Sonny Perdue and Nathan Deal. Because of their leadership, our state has weathered the Great Recession and quite honestly has emerged stronger than ever.
Kemp says he wants to build on the work of recent governors by continuing to improve the state's economy, growing jobs, and focusing on small business.
That's why on day one, I will create the Georgians First Committee, led by business leaders, not bureaucrats, to identify things that frustrate our small business owners.
When it comes time for lawmakers to spend the state's $27 billion budget, Kemp wants their top priorities to become healthcare, education, infrastructure, and public safety. Kemp says Atlanta, Augusta, and Savannah have seen growth in recent years. Now the Athens native believes it's time to lift up the state's rural communities.
By working with economic development leaders with a renewed focus on rural Georgia, we can grow high-paying jobs and expand investment in small business.
Georgia's next governor also returned to his campaign platform and a $90 million plan to improve school safety, with school security funding, mental health assistance, and placing a specialized counselor in every school.
Our classrooms are for raising the next generation of Georgia leaders, not a hunting ground for school shooters.
And Kemp's staff tells me on Thursday he will join other governor-elects in Washington, D.C. for meetings at the White House. In his speech today, Kemp did not bring up often polarizing issues such as gun rights, election reform, or religious liberty. I'll have reaction from Democratic leaders to his comments coming up at 6. In the newsroom, I'm Joe Hankey, 11 Alive News.
It is expected to